Hi guys, it's Julia back with another video. It's been a minute, I know, but Kerf, keeping it real fun, it's time to upload for Kerf. So I'm here for it. I'm so happy to be here for this video because this month our theme is National Blueberry Month. And I love blueberries. How many of you out there love blueberries? I know you do, because they're so healthy and they're so tasty. They're so plump and they're so juicy and sweet if you get a good bunch. Well, National Blueberry Month, July. Last July we went blueberry picking, and I've got some thoughts on how you should do your makeup for being outside in all of that hot sun, because you know July here in North America, it is hot, and especially on the East Coast. And I've got some thoughts on how you should dress. And yeah, so hang with me. And don't forget to tune into my friends' channels, which I'll leave listed below. And also show you their looks and see their thoughts on doing a blueberry makeup look. Now, we don't have to talk extensively about blueberries or blueberry picking. That's just me. But we were to choose our favorite blue color for National Blueberry Month. Yeah, that's what, you know, it's supposed to be about. But you know me, give me an inch, I'll take a mile. And it made me think of when we picked blueberries last year in July, and we went towards the end of July, like the 28th or something like that, and most of the blueberries had been picked. So I suggest you go, if you want to pick blueberries, go about now, mid-month or early month of July to pick blueberries. Now, for my face, I've washed with Aveeno. This is salicylic acid foaming face wash, which is supposed to be good for acne. And I toned with Pixie's Glow Tonic, which is a glycolic acid of 5%. I just splashed it on my face. Then I went in to treat my acne with this Out Shine Control. And then I went in with a little bit of Becca. Now, I know this is not available anymore, but I still have a tube and I enjoy using it. I put some on my lower eyelid because I tend to have oily eyelids. This helps keep it at bay. And then I went in my T-zone area where the acne and blemishes are to just mattify that area. If you don't have Becca, I think that the Smashbox Oil Control Primer is really good, so check that out. Now I'm going to go ahead and use NARS to just use as a primer on the rest of my eyelids. See? So we're going to do this, and I'm going to just take a little brush here, move things around a bit here. Little brush, and just kind of put this in place. So I hope you all are doing well. I've had a busy summer thus far. This week I have my little grand paw, four-legged paw, visiting while my son is out of the country for a week. And so it has been very interesting. He follows me everywhere, and he is a loving and adorable fur baby. So I guess I could call myself a grandma or a fur baby grandma. Yeah, let's do that. So yeah. So I'm thinking all things blue, my favorite shades of blue. I'm using my Dior Eden Rock. I think it's 909 fingernail polish, as you see on my nails. Got on my overalls. I think they're perfect for picking blueberries. A little t-shirt. You may want to take a little hoodie with you because you'll be out in the sun. And I suggest you go pick blueberries early in the morning, as soon as the place or farm opens, because that sun on those hills comes right on you. So if you have a straw hat, that would be a great tool to take. Now, my look for today is going to be a natural girl look. I'm not going to go overboard and give you my going out evening look or anything like that. I'm going to use this Dior palette. It's Eden Rock as well, and it just has a simple blue shade in here. with a few other shades. This is Eden Rock right here. I think it came out either last year or year before. More of a seaside themed palette. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go in with maybe some Dior products, or maybe not. I may use Jane Iredale because that's just easy and that's just simple, and I think that's all you need. Really, if I had more of the Elta MD sunscreen, I would have used this because it's tinted, and I would have forgotten all about doing any foundation. As it is, I use Fenty for my sunscreen. Here it is, right here. So this is my sunscreen. You definitely need sunscreen on your face and your body when you're going to be outdoors for an extended period of time, any amount of time, really. So I still may use, if I can pick up some of this Elta MD out of this tube, and I also have some in here for when I travel, but I haven't been able to get it. Got it open. Hadn't been able to get it open. So I probably will use some of this and a little bit of powder from Jane Iredale as my base. So let's get into the eye look first. I do have some sunscreen on, so I'm ready to get going. Like I said, Hondo, my son's dog, is here, so he may go off on a barking fit whenever someone comes through the door. Also, I have noise from the AC, and I have my foot in a foot massager, so you hear that hum, and a fan going. So, you know, there's lots going on around here. So let's get going. I'm going to use my Sonia G brushes to do this look, and I'm going to start with this kind of orangey color right here. So I'm just going to get my brush all in it, tap some off, find a place to, I pulled out some other palettes, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I'm just going to stick with this, and just because I'm late with this entry, should have had this look in, and as you can see, yeah, I have a cast from the Becca on my face, and I am still hot. So yeah, and I have a lot of breakouts that I've been dealing with. Whew. Blemished skin is no fun. And look at that, still a lot on this brush. Let me tap it in. So guys, I'm just going to do a quick simple look, and I know that most of you have been kind of shying away from a lot of makeup, at least I think you have been, just because of the heat. At least I have been. I put on a little bit here and there, but the heat really gets to me. I'm not one, I like being outside, but not when it's hot. And I deal with it. And I try to get out early and get back in. And that has been something I've really been working on, having the dog here, because he has to be walked. And I mean, midday we're going out, and early morning, which I've been going out early morning for my walks, but whew, that midday walk, that is no fun. Now I'm going to go in, can you see that on me? I'm going to go in with this deeper color right here, and I'm just going to, hopefully it'll be enough, bring it all over the lid, and maybe the center color too. So blueberries are native to America, North America, and they're wild blueberries which grow on low bushes, and that's what I picked when I went to Hollin Farms last year. And they are easy to easy to reach because they grew on a low bush, and it was funny. There were cute little bunnies running around. I'm gonna go into this color here and see what that looks like. It's a little lighter. Put it right here. There were little bunnies running around out there, and lots of butterflies and, you know, bees. some of everything. So you have to be prepared. You have to have your sunscreen, your hat, comfortable clothes, clothes you don't mind getting messy, and things like that. Now I'm going to take this lighter shade right here, trying to use every color in this palette, and take it under my brows here, just a little bit. This is already proving to be a lighter look than I wanted it to be. I'm going to wipe off that brush and just work that out. And there we have the base of my look. And I need a flat brush. I guess that was it. I'm going to wipe it off and go back in with it and go in with that beautiful blue. And it is not a shimmer. It is more of a satin matte. And it's going to just go right here. Right here. So I hope you tune into my friend's channel and see their favorite blue for National Blueberry Month. Blue was always my favorite color when I was growing up. I did not like red as much as I like blue, and I did not like green as much as I like blue. But as an adult, I've grown to like red more than I ever have, and green. And with that came purple and pink that I have an appreciation for now, which I didn't used to. So as you can see, this is a very simple look with this palette. I'm going to take some down lower later on. Bear with me, I haven't done makeup on camera for a while. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this, before I clean anything up, let me use the lid here and go in with this sunscreen that's tinted by Elta MD, and it's in the deep color. It's supposed to be UV clear. So I'm just going to tap it all in and around. And I really can't see as well as I'd like to see because these eyes are just that way now. And I really need to have glasses on to see everything. So I guess I'm wearing a double layer of sunscreen. But like I said, this one has a tint to it, so that I like. Plus it's a little mattifying, even though I'm seeing a little glow here. That's okay. Now that's enough of that. Don't forget to get your ears when you're doing your initial application. I'm going in with Jane Iredale. I have this in one of the deeper shades, and I'm just going to get this all over. Have some in the cap here. I'm going to take the darker hairbrush, and I'm just going to put this all over my face. Just lightly swirl it on. Now this has some SPF in it as well, and I've heard people say you shouldn't layer your sunscreen. You can see how dark this is making me. I don't need to have too much more, but I do. That's too much on my nose, as you can see. I'm going to get a sponge or something. Maybe this little thing here. My phone is going off. And I'm going to just pat this in some and hopefully take some off. So I definitely think wearing some type of boots, like your rain boots. I have some that I use out in the owl's patch when I'm gardening. So I would definitely take those with me when I go blueberry picking. If I was going right now, I would definitely take those along with a pair of sandals, you know, something that you could have with you, because most likely you'll want to have breakfast out afterwards. That is really deep on my nose. You can still see my blemishes, but that's okay. This is kind of a natural girl's look. Okay, I think that looks a little better. And I want to just do something with my eyelashes here. Just something really quick, y'all, just to get back in the swing of doing makeup on camera. Let's go in with a little bit more. Then I'm going to take this, I want a fluffy brush. May have to go into another set of brushes here. Here's a fluffy brush from Refra, and I just want to blend this. In this palette, the deeper color, the browns, are not that deep for me, as I'd like them to be. So here we go. I'm just putting them on there. I mean, I'm just working this in. Then I'm going to take my finger into that blue, and hopefully I'll get a more saturated. No, I don't want it saturated. Yeah, well, yeah, I do. But more intense is the word I was really looking for. Bit of blue there. Yeah, there we go. You know, Dior is known for their, like Chanel, the just sheer look of color. And then especially on someone my complexion, it's gonna look more sheer. Alrighty, for mascara, I'm going to look into my Dior makeup bag and pull out a couple of things. Let's see, I have two mascaras in here in trial size. I'm going to go with this one first. This one is the Dior Show. That's all I see on here. Anyway, we're going to use it. It has just that kind of fat wand, if you can see that. Not my favorite wand or brush. But I don't use this one often enough. Now, for a day outdoors, I think tubing mascara, definitely waterproof mascara, is your best bet. And I could have used my Tarte for that, but I just wanted to use these Dior products that I have in this little denim Dior bag. Feels like I got a lot on that lash. I like to take this little brush, spoolie on one end and the brush on the other end. I use the spoolie side to just run it through my lashes, to get the clumps of mascara out if there's any. I'm liking that. And I want to take another spoolie, but this one has a little slanted brush on the end, and I'm going to use it to run on the lower lash line right here with the blue. Yeah, I like that. For me, it covers the gray hairs that are there, and it just makes the look more cohesive. So, yeah, that's where I pick Blueberries, at Hollin Farms here in the DMV area. It's about an hour and a half drive out, maybe a little more from where I am. And that farm, they have fruits, vegetables, and even Angus cows. So you can get meat there. as well, but you have to call ahead for that. I like that so far. Now I'm reaching back into this little makeup bag from Dior, which I've kind of dirtied up with my fingers. Wipe it off. Oh yeah, here it is. I have 2 lip colors. I don't know if I'm ready for a lip color yet. Maybe I should use a little blush. You think? I have another Dior bag. This is a mesh bag. I better get moving here. And in it I have a Dior concealer, Dior eyeliner, a lot of Dior stuff. You know, it's one of my favorite companies. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of concealer here. I hadn't planned to. And this is the lighter shade that I have. Let's just do that. That's a little bit more than I wanted to do, but since I found it. And let's see if I have a blush here from Dior. This is a highlighter. I don't think I want to use a highlighter. Is this a blush or a highlighter? That's a powder. This is another highlighter. Oh, let's go ahead and use Milani. I have a Milani palette right here. I'm going to use it for the blush that's in there. But first let's do something with this. So I'm going to take that same puff and just go ahead and work this in. What's your favorite shade of blue? Mine is more of a royal, kind of sapphire, not deep blue, but the shade of my nails, maybe like a royal sapphire blue. It's my mom's favorite color too. And I like it on me more than I like black. So blue is my black. When I think black, I generally think navy or like a sapphire blue. Okay, so this isn't too light. It's not too bad. Maybe over here it isn't. Could have used a deeper shade I have. Do I have it out? No. Carry some on my nose because I got my nose too deep. But there we are. I think that's looking pretty neat. Yeah, I'm liking that. So what I'm going to do next is put on a little bit of Milani. This is a palette I picked up last month. And I'm just going to use a little brush I have here for a little bit here of the bronzer. I wanted to say contour. Very lightly I'm going around. Not too much at all. Guess I'll get that fat pad right here. Alrighty, now I'm going to choose a blush. I normally go in with this deeper one here, but I'm going to go in with that lighter one just to brighten things up a bit. That's what it looks like on here. Tap it out on my hand and then give those cheeks a little bit of color. Try that again. Tap it out. Smile. And it's not bad. I like it. I don't think I've used it on its own before. Yeah. It's just enough for a natural look, right? Doesn't look overly done. I used the same brush I applied the bronzer with, and I just put a little bit of blush on it. That color right there, that lighter color. Yeah, it's enough. Now I think I'm happy, and I don't think I need much more from here. Should I use any of the powder from Dior? You know, I've always used this but I'm doing a full glam look when I use it. It's in a mesh container there, and I'm just going to use this brush here, tap it in there, kind of set where I put the concealer. Just a little. That is enough. Going in with some Fenty setting spray. Give it a shake. I'm going to spray it from up high because I don't want a lot on me. That's it. Maybe a little bit more. Alrighty. I'm going to put on some earrings. Something very simple here. They have a tint of blue in them. They're more of an aqua color. And I did have my other Dior concealer there. I generally keep it in my tray because I like it. And just get these earrings in. Let's put on a little bit of Dior lip stain here. It's not going to be, you're not going to see much of it. You see on my lips it doesn't show up that well. I have a color here in this beautiful Dior container here. Look at that color, kind of peach, pinky. That's just enough. I think I'll go with this one. Yeah. I'm loving that. And just want a little more of that blue to filter out some. Loving that. So I am going to be taking this one with me. It's in this lovely denim case from Dior, and this is my look. I'm going to carry this little Kipling bag with a little monkey on it, and in it I'm going to drop in my lipstick because I'll need it, my sunscreen. Where's the one that I want to spray on? Right here. That's from Ulta. And then I would like to possibly touch up for when we go out after picking blueberries. I would carry some hand sanitizer for sure. Let's see, I would touch up, I would carry my Dior mirror. And anything else in here? I have some wipes somewhere. I would carry wipes as well as a little bit of deodorant to just freshen up. So all of those things would go in here. I would also carry a little hairbrush because the little edges need to be touched up after a while. And if I want to, I could carry a little powder just to touch up. And I think I would carry my Dior compact. This has that's not the one, it's here. Right here, my Dior compact, and it has a sponge in there, and it has some foundation in my color. So I think besides glasses and sunshades, oh, here are my sunshades. Definitely want to have sunshades while you're out there, if not a hat with your look. These have a blue tint to them, if you can see that. Yeah, I would definitely have these with me. That blue tint is gorgeous. Carry those in my bag, and pretty much it's packed. It's ready. It even has a zipper on the top for anything extra you want to put in there. And then lastly, what I would do is I would wear one more bracelet and carry with me some kind of bug repellent. And what I have in mind are natural oils, essential oils. So you could do, let's see, peppermint would work, lavender would work, lemon or tea tree. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of tea tree. Let's see. I'm going to put this on my bracelet. It has a stone on it here. You just drop it right on there. Oh, yeah. Yes, the tea tree, all to keep the bugs away. And I wouldn't wear any perfumes at this point. And I could carry that with me if I like. Just a touch up, but it's right on my wrist. And for later, after we've picked blueberries and we're going out to eat, I would carry a little bit of Versace's, and this is Dylan Blue. So I would put this in my purse. And guys, that's it. National Blueberry Month. The month of July, a great time for getting outdoors, picking some blueberries, adding them to your yogurt, your oatmeal, to any dish you'd like. Oh, blueberry muffins, a parfait, anything, blueberries would be a great addition to. The indigenous people ate them, and they also use them for medicinal purposes. We eat them, and we know that they're great for us. They're antioxidants, and we're better off eating that than some of the other things we'd like to eat. I think I came away, whoops, dropping everything, last weekend from one of the stops we made. We went to a winery, and then we went to an outlet mall, and in the mall, I think it was Donna Karan, they gave out these red, white, and blue candies. Nice, they were nice, they hit the spot, but blueberries are more ideal, much better for you. So take my advice, go out picking some blueberries for yourself. If you can't get to, let's turn this around, if you can't get to a farm to pick them for yourself, go to a farmer's market or wherever you can and pick up some blueberries, because they're really good for you. They are healthy, they're tasty, and they don't send your blood sugar skyrocketing like this would. Okay guys, I'm signing off for now. I'm going to do a little thumbnail, and I guess it would be something like this. I appreciate you watching. Please visit all the lovely ladies. I'll leave their channels listed in the drop box, and of course you would have seen by now their lovely pictures already. They're little clips. Okay, I'll see you next time, and hopefully it will be sooner than later. Stay well. I love you for watching, and enjoy your summer days, your hot summer days. Perfect for a parfait with blueberries on top. So long.